You're watching Business Television.
Like everything in China, the education system is massive, comprising of 10 million teachers and over 240 million students. It is undergoing vast change, including a change in learning methods from rote learning to creative thinking. A Canadian company, China Education Resources, is one of the few companies that understands the changes occurring in the Chinese education sector and is uniquely positioned. China Education Resources specializes in the development and distribution of educational materials for the kindergarten to grade 12 market in China. The company's Chinese subsidiary, Today's Teachers Technology and Culture, has been long established and in the traditional educational products distribution business in China for the past 15 years, and in 2004 sold 15 million textbooks. Now they are going online. Together with the Curriculum Development Center, or CDC, of the Ministry of Education, the company has built an education resources portal which it believes will soon become the premier education portal in China. The portal can be accessed at www.cersp.com, China Education Resources and Services Platform. The CDC is the leading academic authority in the area of curriculum development for the kindergarten to grade 12 sectors. The company's portal is the only one endorsed and supported by the CDC, giving it a unique status, significant credibility, and a first-mover advantage. The online central portal is targeted to service the entire education community of students, teachers, administrators, and parents. The dynamic businessman who heads up this organization in both China and North America is the charming Chairman Zhou. He is a man with a mission.
In the early 90s, I started trying to bring China and Canadian as the project together. In 97, I found China Education Resources with partners, and in 2001 we more focused on K-12 education in China.
China has spent $6.7 billion on school network infrastructure, anticipating the critical role the Internet will play in delivery of new materials and training to teachers and students. In grasping the scope of this market, it is also important to understand some of the social factors that drive the market. The change in curriculum requires new textbooks and enrichment materials to be produced and distributed, teachers to be trained in new subject matter, and teaching methods. This change will be swift and dramatic. The Ministry of Education has mandated that all textbooks be rewritten by 2005, bring the national school system online by 2007, and have the new curriculum implemented by 2010. Additionally, education is highly valued in China, with education-related expenses consuming one of the largest portions of household income. Entry into the higher education system is a highly competitive process, putting the onus on parents to ensure that their children have access to the best materials and resources in order to advance. Historically, training has been done in a classroom setting. Now, moving online will lower the cost and dramatically speed up the process, especially given the sheer size of market to be given access to and educated in the new curriculum. China Education Resources has a significant advantage over any competitors.
We are first mover in the market in the use of web technology, together with the government and the national experts and end user, set up this kind of a relationship in China education market.
The CERSP.com portal represents a tremendous opportunity for parents who now have a central location for these resources. The portal will also play an important role for teachers and students who have to be trained in the new curriculum. The market for teacher training alone is estimated to be $1.3 billion.
To develop and provide China education resources and services to China education area, particularly focus on 10 million K-12 teachers and 240 million K-12 students in China. That's our market.
In developing this business, China Education Resources has developed critical relationships with key government agencies, academic experts, and content providers. CER Inc. has used their expertise and established key relationships to keep the company at the forefront of this developing market. The company launched its proprietary online teacher training program on a nationwide basis. This program is the first of its kind in China.
In terms of our portal, we think what we are doing will change China's educational situations. As you know, teachers and students who are in remote areas, they don't have any opportunities to receive some professional and high-quality education from the Ministry of the Education. But now we are doing this to provide a lot of resources and some knowledge that can be used for the teachers and the students, which they don't need to go here in Beijing, our capital, or some other big cities. They can just stay at home and just go online and receive the knowledges and the skills from our portal. And we think our company will take a lot of advantages of the resource of the experts and professors in China's universities and just in the educational field.
The portal has multiple revenue streams, both during development and once the company is aggregated. Initial revenue will come from the online training of teachers in the new curriculum, which the company plans to expand on a nationwide basis through contracts with provincial and municipal education commissions. Together with the online training of teachers will come the sale of supplementary training materials developed by revolutionary methods utilizing the latest technology and online collaboration. The company's next revenue stream will come from the launch of its students platform, geared toward online tutorials and targeted new curriculum materials. Currently, the CERSP.com portal has over 100,000 supplemental enrichment materials available and has completed development of 28 mandatory core subjects. Visits to the site currently average approximately 4 million per day, well ahead of projections and before any national advertising of the portal has begun. Both usage and content development of the portal are moving forward dramatically. To create the portal, China Education Resources has assembled a fine team of leading education authors, prominent government administrators, and leaders in the business community. It is truly a collaborative effort. CER Inc. plans to accelerate infrastructure expansion to accommodate future demand.
The next big step is we will together, again, like with various governments together, to implement education reform, which is really cultural reform to the China education systems. You will see the China education systems will train the new generations with more leadership than just good workers.
Education in China is a national priority. As the country makes a dramatic shift from memory-based learning to creative learning, China Education Resources is well positioned to deliver and distribute a substantial amount of training and educational material.
China Education Resources will be successful because we have a team who understand China, understand North America. We understand the culture, both sides' culture. We understand China education systems very well. So therefore, we know what is the demands from the market, what is the demand by the government. We provide services and the products to satisfy market and the government demand.
China Education Resources' ongoing strategy is to continue to work with governments and national experts to lead the education revolution in China and maintain first-mover advantage in this gigantic market. China Education Resources is listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange under the symbol CHN.